stumbled onto some products that look a lot like other products. Somebody's lying. Help. Basically, I don't have a weigh-in. I am just reporting what I found. Both camps, it doesn't make sense, in my opinion. There's reasons why it just doesn't add up on both sides. On the Chinese side, they'd be doing it right in the face of the world. They'd be doing it right in the face of the companies that they're wrapping the designs from. And those people aren't saying anything about it. And they'd be doing it in the face of the world too, because they're doing it on very popular websites. And nobody's talking about it, nobody's complaining about it, and inversely, it would make no sense for these big companies like Alpinestar and Klim, etc., to be buying these cheap jackets that are if somebody, just anybody were to dig a little bit, they would find what I found. And I'm a graphic designer, so like I have good software, and I was able to really dig into the photos and just kind of look for signs of who's airbrushing, you know. I can make things look like they are there. It's not very hard if you have just a working knowledge of Photoshop. I can also take things away that were there, and there's always sort of remnants. There's little telltales. There's little statics. You can get good at hiding by adding noise and things of that nature, but to the trained eye, it looks like, more to me, on the jackets that I have checked, logos are being erased off of it. Now, does that mean that they're being stolen? I don't know. Do they just make those jackets for them and then they Photoshop the branding off of it? I don't know. You know, I can't say with 100% certainty. I even found the Forma style boots. I called that company, didn't get a response. You know, the other thing about it is some of these companies out of China and Pakistan and places overseas, they're opening companies in the US too, and it's just interesting that the companies that they're opening in the US that I found carry those products too, like carry those jackets, those the ones we don't understand proprietarily whose they are. And so it's a little confusing to me. You know, I don't even understand how they're able to do that. I mean, I thought the whole point of being overseas was just that they could do it less expensively, but maybe the companies are there. The factories are in the U.S. Like I found like 10 of them. You know, are they just carting a bunch of people over here and just filling a ship full of materials and doing it here to cut down on shipping costs? You know, I just don't know, man. It's confusing. If you know, let me know. And if it is the Chinese stealing these things, then who the hell are they selling them to? Like who's buying 1,000 of those jackets? You know, you got me. I'm equally suspicious of both parties. I know for a fact that a lot of the major brands do sell, you know, direct Chinese wholesale items. I just didn't think companies like Klim and Alpinestar and bigger names like that were doing that. And I guess it'd be foolish to think that they weren't. But I also just can't quite get my brain around it. So if you have your brain around it, let me know, man. One thing that is pertinent, Patagonia's even gone on record saying, and it's even printed in some of their stuff, that Chinese really grabbed a hold of textile manufacturing, and as a result, they really leapt ahead in their technologies over the rest of the world. So not only is it cheaper to go there, they actually get better products. Patagonia said that they really struggled to find quality textile work in the US and even Mexico, believe it or not. And so while they do have factories everywhere, they don't rely on those factories for super mass production like they need. Only China can pull that off. So they wanted to correct that misunderstanding. And I'll say this too about the Chinese people. You know, we've become accustomed to thinking all their products are crap, and a lot of them are and were, but it's less and less, and not because they're getting cooler and kinder and more sensible. They may be getting more sensible, but it's for their own gain. They realize people need quality, want quality, and especially like that's why some of the motorcycles are beginning to improve, because they realize, hey man, these things are dangerous if they're not mechanically sound. So we don't want to leave people stranded, or they won't buy our stuff. So they got wise to that. And I think across the board, we're starting to see that their industrial revolution per se that they had recently, as opposed to we had it in the 50s, they're getting over that right now, and they're starting to have regulations, and they're starting to realize that their customers won't last forever, and we're one of their biggest customers, so they need to sell us good stuff. So they have been improving it, and what I've read, you know, who knows, man, who knows, who freaking knows. Story Moto. Oh.